Alrighty, guys, we got to talk. We got to break down what's going on in these markets. We're going to go over some stocks. We'll break down crypto. But before we do, get your 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit and your 6 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those stocks are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Let's get into the video. And I want to really focus on why we should not be getting too excited about what's going on in these markets. And by that, I mean we're very green right now, but we are near very big levels of resistance. So currently, we have about 3-4 hours left, whatever it is, in the market. So we do have a little bit more time left today, but as of now, we're vastly in the green. The Russell's up 1.9%. We have the NASDAQ up 1.2%. We have the S&P, let's see here, up 1.4% as the Russell, or the Dow, which one did I not mention? The Dow up 1.7%. So we're all up. All the indexes are up over 1%. With the Russell, the Dow, those are pushing up 2%. And we have the VIX down about 7%. That's big, guys. The VIX is down a good chunk today, back under 25. Now the VIX is at 24.40 roughly, and we have silver up 2% as I'm filming this. And if you guys recall, silver had a very, very bad day. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, and we have gold pretty much at break even. And here in a little bit, we'll see Ethereum and Bitcoin, which they're pretty much at where they were where we last filmed, I think in my last video. So let's just dive into what I'm seeing here on these charts, guys. As always, I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you find value in this video, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Doing those things really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a clear-cut breakout above the moving averages on the 20-day chart, not only on SPY, but also on Triple Q, right? It's clear as day. And another thing we're noticing, going back to SPY, is we're getting a bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. We have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. We called that out this morning. And now that we broke out of the 180 SMA here, this looks like it wants to continue towards probably the mid 380s, 385, maybe 386, towards the top of that wedge. And you guys can see the wedge is coming up the top of that wedge, and Triple Q looks like it's fighting to make its way up towards the top of the wedge as well. That's going to be anywhere from 393 to about 395 on Triple Q. Now, I'm not convinced that we're going to just magically break out of here quite yet, guys. Think about it. We've had 2 straight. Today's most likely, unless something crazy happens, today most likely is going to be a nice green day at the close. Maybe, hopefully, right? Whatever camp you're in, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a green day most likely, and that's 2 big green days in a row. Yesterday in the morning, we were at 279 on Triple Q. Now we're pushing, let's say it goes to 291, 292. We're going to be pushing up 5% in just 2 days. And SPY yesterday morning was at, where was it? 370, 371. We're pushing up almost 4.5% from that point. So I feel like whether it's Monday, whether it's Tuesday, whatever day it is, and it might not even happen. I don't know. I'm not a genie. I don't know the future, guys. That'd be awesome, right? You guys have seen Back to the Future where he gets the almanac and he knows all the sports numbers and he goes back in time, or you know what happened, right? He bet on the teams and he won millions. Hey, that'd be awesome, right? That'd be cool. But in reality, we don't know what's going to happen, right? But I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit of pressure at about 388, and that's selling pressure, by the way, 388 to 390 on SPY, maybe even 385. No joke, where we are right now. We're going to, and who knows, we might already be seeing this selling pressure starting, because look at this. 384.85 is where we peaked about an hour and a half ago, and the markets have been slowly falling since then on SPY. So I feel like selling pressure could be right around the corner here, maybe later today, maybe some point Monday, Tuesday. Who knows, right? And on Triple Q, you guys can see we're already getting some selling pressure on the intraday at about 291. We hit that point. Now we're holding on at 290 by a thread. And on that 20-day chart, you guys can see clear as day, 295, 293. That's where the selling pressure, the top of the wedge, that's where the pressure could be coming. So what do you guys think? I'm not too excited yet in terms of us breaking out, because we're just not breaking out yet. That's the reality. But if we do start moving, let's say past 300 on a Triple Q, SPY, maybe something like we start moving above 390, 400, okay, maybe that would be a breakout reversal, but we're just not there yet. So keep that in mind and do not kid yourself. And don't get too excited if you're looking at this green and you think we're all back to green now, right? Because in all honesty, again, we're not quite there yet. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's dive over here to crypto and see what's going on with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and what these charts are telling me. So we've mentioned this many times, time and time again. Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're both trading in a horizontal channel, right? That's been the case for a good probably, month at this point, right? Ethereum support around 1,000, resistance 1275 roughly. And now we're up 1.5%. Ethereum's back over 1,200. We're at 1,211. And it looks like we're gaining steam towards the top of that channel. So I'm going to be watching 1,275 to 1,300 on Ethereum. If bulls are able to get above that point, you could seriously make a technical case that Ethereum could be filling the gap back to the levels that it was at. When was that? In May? Just in May, we were at 1,500, 16, 17. It might not go to 1,700 in the short term. That's a bit crazy. But if it broke 1,275, 1,300, could it gain momentum to 1,500, start filling these gaps? Absolutely. That could happen. And Bitcoin, same thing. Maybe not as big of a move. Bitcoin, let's say, it broke 22.5, 23,000. Maybe it makes a move towards 27.5. That's a gap that could fill. But again, we're not there yet because we're still trading in this horizontal channel. As you guys can see, I talk about it all the time. You can see it right here. We're still clearly in that. So we got to get out. Bulls got to get out of 22.5, and we're still about $2,000 away from that. So don't get too excited yet on the Bitcoin and Ethereum side of things either. I mean, it's you gotta be honest with yourselves, guys, or not even honest with yourselves. You gotta stick to the charts and do not lie to yourself. Let the charts tell you what's going on. Do not lie to yourself and be like, oh, this is happening when it's actually not. Let me know your thoughts on Bitcoin and Ethereum down below in the comments, as always, guys. And I'm choking on the mic yet again. Cheers. Let me get some coffee. And by the way, if you haven't gotten your 6 stocks from Webull, this platform right here is Webull. You get 6 stocks with any amount deposited. Just go down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Webull and you could also get 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit down below or at stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. So before we wrap the video up, let's just run through my watch list and see what's moving, what's not moving. Most things are moving, guys. So let's go over and see what's going on. So the speculative stocks, they're running up again today. We have DraftKings currently up 12.3%. And all my Patreon members know that I'm out of DraftKings now officially. I used it as a tax loss harvest for this year. I'm using it, against my taxes. Talk to your CPA. I'm not a CPA, guys. I'm doing that with DraftKings. Again, all my Patreon members know that. But funny enough, DraftKings is up 12% today. And I didn't just sell it. I sold it a couple weeks ago in little phases. And I sold it higher than where it is now, thankfully. But who knows? It might start ripping up way higher than where I sold it. It's still possible, right? But I don't give a crap, to be honest. I wanted to take the the tax hit. Or the hit for taxes, right? It's good. It's good to write losses against your gains, guys. Again, talk to your CPA. So today we have DraftKings up 12.5%. We have Beyond Meat up 11.5%. Netflix, though, pretty decent company, up 6.5%. Although it's not completely breaking out. And quite frankly, it's been stuck in this little 20, 30-point window for months. It's getting close. If we start moving past 200, I think that is where, especially 225, that is where a big technical break to the upside could be coming on Netflix. So I put my alert there. Mark is that we're above $200 a share. We have stocks like Snapchat moving up today, 5% in the green, and that's still well within a downtrend. PayPal up 4.5% today, also well within a downtrend. We have JP Morgan. Funny enough, they reported earnings yesterday, double miss. Same with Morgan Stanley. JP Morgan is now up 4% on the day, up over $111 a share, and it pretty much recovered all those losses. And it seems like, is it up past where it was before the earnings yesterday? Yeah, it is, guys. JP Morgan's moving up higher than when it was pre-earnings. So, yeah, I mean, that was a little sell-off, quick little sell-off on JP Morgan. Now it's recovered. Morgan Stanley has recovered as well. It's up 4% today. You guys remember yesterday, or not yesterday, earlier today we covered Wells Fargo, and look at that. Is that a squeeze? Short squeeze? I don't know, potentially. But look at that, 6% move on Wells Fargo from the morning, $38 to $42. Actually, from that 38 to 42, it's actually more like a 9% move. So big move in Wells Fargo. And you guys can see my watch list is pretty much all green at this point. Google, the stock split, I believe it's going to be fully in effect on Monday morning. So be on the lookout for that on Monday. Google's currently up 1% on the day. We have Apple, big tech looking decent. Apple up 0.4%. Notice how Apple hit $151, got rejected. Now we're at $149 again. This is going to be critical, guys. I've been saying this a lot. 150, 151 on Apple. If that breaks, boom, 155.60s next. But if we fail here, we might be going, we might start to go back down to the 130s, low 140s. Definitely possible. So I don't want to be in here too long for this video, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. Just know everything's looking green right now, but do not get too excited, guys. Do not get excited, because the reality is we're still in a volatile market. Interest rate hikes are coming. Inflation's hot. It might have peaked, but we don't know that for sure. Who knows? So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just keeping it real. So let me know your thoughts down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, join my Patreon if you want all my moves, morning videos, exclusive content, more access to me. That's linked down below. And you could also get your 10 stocks from Moomoo with a $100 deposit. Each of those could be valued up to $2,500. And your 6 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All those stocks are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you later on, guys. Probably later tonight. If not, have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Peace out.